going to talk about status commands, and there's 4 status commands. You can use all 4 commands in each questionnaire, but you don't necessarily need to. The first command I want to talk about is the terminate, because the terminate is basically the end of the questionnaire. Your best practice is always adding this at the end, and I'm going to be honest with you, I've done this video more than one time and I've renamed it. So if I added it, it's going to give me an error saying it's already been used, so I'm just renaming it now. So what this does, it basically says, okay, the survey is over. This is where you're going to get your end date and time from the questionnaire. If you do not have a terminate, it does leave it open until the browser times out. So again, best practice is always add that end. I want to talk about the completed. Basically what the completed is, it's a flag. It sets a flag to say the panelists have gotten this far in the questionnaire. It's not necessary to use it, but you can use it. If there's a specific area that you want to make sure you want to know everybody who's gotten to this part of it, you could absolutely use the completed there. It is not a final status. So you could use the completed and then go on to use a qualified or disqualified command as well. Qualified. Just to let you know, actually, if you do not use a disqualify in your questionnaire, that means everybody has qualified. So if you're doing a data collection and there's no inclusion or exclusion criteria, everybody who goes through the questionnaire automatically gets the status of qualified survey only. Perfectly fine. If you are doing a questionnaire, let's just say on nail polish or everybody who's played a certain video game, then you might want to have a disqualify. And the only reason I'm suggesting that is just that when you're going through your data, it's easier to just view the data of the people who had what you're specifically looking for within that data collection. When you are using your commands, your qualify and disqualify, I always recommend using them before an announce command. So in this case, I have a qualify announce, and what I'm going to do, again, use the plus sign right before. I'm going to go into my status commands and I'm going to add my qualify. I do always relabel my qualify, when I spell it correctly, to qualify. And the reason is it's easy to pick out here. So I've got my qualify and then I have my qualify announce. Now, what I also do after my announce, I want to be really sure to do this, is I want to do a jump to the end. And the reason I want to do this is I don't want them to go to get a disqualify announce afterwards. And then again, before my disqualify announce, I am going to add my disqualify status. Here, I like to keep it easy and I call it a DQ. Okay, so I've got my disqualify announce, and then from here I go to the end as well. So the reason I like to do that is, the reason you would want to do that, you want to do your command and then your announcement, is that it doesn't give people the opportunity to get the announcement first, close their browser, then go in and change their answers. This way, they've already gotten the status. If they get the status, get the message, and close their browser, they're not going to be able to go back in because their status has changed to either, it's changed to disqualified if they have disqualified from it. One of the other things you can do, I think we might have talked about when we were going through the questions like this, is you could come in and you could say, if you want to disqualify everybody who just chose meh as an answer, you could come in and you can jump and you could go directly to a specific area. So now in this case, everybody going forward would qualify except for people who said meh to that. They would not even get to the pasta slider. Anyway, just a test questionnaire. If you have any questions regarding our status commands, please reach out to us. Thanks.